Good evening. Here's another edition of Storytelling with Han Solo.
Good evening. I'm Han Solo. Today we'll be talking about the treatment of Indians in the 1800s.
Yeah!
In the early 1800s, colonists wanted to expand their borders, so they looked to the west. During the expansion, there were conflicts between the white man and the natives. Little resistance came from the natives because they were underadvanced and ill. As the natives became more resistant to the white man, they began to fight back. Skirmishes and battles broke out between the two groups. One of the battles was between the Sioux and the white man. The result was a 2-1 victory for the Sioux against the white man. After the loss, the militia sent out more troops. The Sioux ambushed them and killed all but 6.
There.
After the victory for the Sioux, they posed an attack on Fort Rigidity, where 400 colonists were seeking protection. The Sioux arrived with 800 reinforcements. After a day of battle, the Sioux suffered from many injuries, where the colonists had only minor injuries. A day of rain allowed for a break in the heated battle. On the third day, the Indians made a final attempt by trying to burn their way into the fort, but the colonists were able to prevail and overcome. In the end, the Sioux had 800 casualties, while the colonists only had 11 injured and 4 dead. While the expansion was happening, a president named Andrew Jackson was in office. He supported the removal of Indians and passed a bill known as the Indian Removal Act of 1830. This document stated that all Indians in the South were to pack up and move western towards Oklahoma. This is a living bio of Andrew Jackson.
I'm Andrew Jackson, and I'm here to change Washington and America. I proposed the Indian Removal Act in 1830, which allowed me to kick the crap out of anybody east of the Mississippi River who's an Indian. So, any of those 5 direct tribes that I kicked the crap out of would get the crap kicked out of them. Cherokee tried to bring it to the courts, and I just kicked the shit out of them with it. I turned it around, I showed them, I bent them over, I showed them where it goes, and then John Marshall tried to defy me, and I beat his ass too. He thought he could beat me in a wrestling match, so we got it on, and I whooped him. I whooped him real good. Then I rounded up them Indians and showed them where they supposed to go. A lot of them died, at least 1/4 of them.
The Indian Removal Act did not go in effect right away. John Marshall, the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, fought the bill to try and keep the Cherokee where they were. 8 years after the bill was passed, Army troops rounded up the Cherokee and other tribes and kicked them out towards Oklahoma. This came to be known as the Trail of Tears. The Trail of Tears. Dead Man.
I'm free! Ah, freedom feels so good. Freedom feels so good.
Not today, big boy.
Before the colonists arrived in America, the Indians had millions and millions of acres of land. As soon as the white man was introduced to America, the Indians began to lose their land. After the Indian Removal Act, the United States government confined the Indians into small amounts of land known as reservations. Each tribe was given their own dedicated reservation. Different reservations housed different tribes. Sometimes the tribes were mixed with other tribes, causing conflicts.